The opinions expressed in the video you're about to watch are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, Christopher Hughes for BoatTest.com, and today we're going to conduct a full sea trial on the Beneteau Oceanis 35. Now this model is designed in 3 different versions, and the one we're going to be testing today is the Weekender 2-cabin version. Let's get her underway, see how she performs.
Beneteau provides multiple layouts and numerous customizations through innovative technology at their facilities in Marion, South Carolina and Saint-Gilles, France. Processes such as injection molded decks, vacuum-bagged and resin-infused hulls and components, and automation provide consistency so that every part is exactly on spec in every single boat. Test day off of Annapolis proved windless. However, on a subsequent day, we were able to get her out in a breeze and record some meaningful numbers. Having 2 or 3 cabins and plenty of cockpit space is impressive in a boat that measures not quite 33 feet on deck, while her size keeps the sail plan particularly manageable. Nevertheless, in any sort of breeze, she is still lively. Beneteau balances sail area equally between main and jib, which further aids sail handling, and all control lines lead aft to large self-tailing winches, making her easy to sail short-handed. The Elfstrom mainsail and Harkin self-furling system, also with controls leading aft, proved convenient and performed well, though a traditional main with lazy jacks is standard equipment. The roller furling Genoa is also controlled from the cockpit, and self-tailing jib winches are convenient from either ahead or behind the helm, aiding the short-handed sail trimming and tacking. On the occasions we caught a breath of air on test day, the helm provided nimble response from fingertip control. When we got out in 20 knots of wind a few weeks later, the Oceanis 35 climbed to windward at 7.5 knots and reached across the wind at more than 8 knots, occasionally hitting 9 knots. The hard chine above the waterline provides added buoyancy that mitigates heeling in a stiff breeze without losing responsiveness in light air. If the boat does heel hard, the chines aid tracking, while twin rudders always keeps at least one deep in the water, maintaining a positive control. The Oceanis 35 is 32 feet 9 inches long on deck and 34 feet 3 inches overall, including the anchor rollers. A plumb bow keeps waterline length at 31 feet 10 inches, the beam is 12 feet 2 inches, and she displaces approximately 12,000 pounds depending upon the equipment chosen. Our test boat was fitted with the 4-foot 9-inch draft shoal keel. Also available are the 6-foot 1-inch full keel and the 3-foot 9-inch centerboard version. Twin 32-inch wheels proved just right both sitting and standing at the helm. This Brooks and Gatehouse display handles chart plotting and clearly displays sailing data, with a secondary display across the boat and dual compasses. Engine gauges and controls are only here at the port helm, but reachable from across the boat for starboard side docking. The Oceanis 35's Yanmar diesel sail drive and folding prop proved quite responsive and quick turning in forward. Docking proved easy, even when backing to starboard. Under power, the boat tracked well and responded smartly to just a fingertip touch on the helm. With the 30 horsepower diesel on our test boat, we made 8 knots, more than adequate for distance cruising. Well-placed handrails on the arch and cabin top aid the occasional trip forward. The oversized cleats, double anchor rollers, windlass, and large road locker make docking and anchoring easy. The wide foredeck even includes eyes for lashing an inflatable while cruising. This might block the forward cabin hatch, but not the midship hatch, as it's just a bit farther aft. Inboard sail tracks and acceptably wide decks at 1 foot 1 inch with teak tow rails provide sure footing back to the cockpit, where most of the time underway will surely be spent. Long bench seats provide room for 2 to stretch out or seating for a crowd. This optional deluxe table includes storage and quick folding wings, though some might prefer the smaller removable table option here. The main sheet is kept out of the cockpit, mounted here on the arch. The 5-foot 9.5-inch clearance does require some tall people to duck a bit, though the boom is well overhead. The optional spray dodger and bimini protect the crew from the elements without impeding visibility forward or aloft from either of the twin helms. Teak decking ensures sure footing, as does this teak wedge for the helmsman. Helm seats fold up to access the manual bilge pump and freshwater shower here on port side, as well as the propane locker, shore cord inlets, and below-deck storage over on starboard. Lifting the starboard cockpit seating reveals this cavernous compartment large enough for stacking storage bins. Also located inside are the ELCI shore cord breakers. Splitting the helms allows easy access to the folding transom and spacious teak beach. It was relatively easy to deploy and retrieve using the telescoping swim ladder as a handle. And note the dual lifelines snapped in place for safety.
And that's our sea trial and review of the Beneteau Oceanis 35. For BoatTest.com, I'm Christopher Hughes.